Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakkhurunimilitanjena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam Bada Soyam Rupa Kadamam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sri Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Laitam Sri Visakham Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisya Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषाभानुसुता देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुवैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So Hare Krishna, thank you very much. As you know that yesterday we had a great celebration of Nrsimhadev Chaturdashi, the appearance of transcendental appearance of transcendental, auspicious, august advent of Lord Nrsimhadev, the incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we had a great celebration, fasting, and kirtan and all the things. And so today we are going to learn the lessons from this Nrsimha Chaturdashi celebration. Why we celebrate Nrsimha Chaturdashi? How is relevant to us? If we know that, then it won't be a one-day affair. Just like for the neophytes, it is a one-day affair. They come, and that's good actually. They come and fast and do all the things, celebrate the Nrsimha Chaturdashi as observance, very auspicious day. But for the towering personality, but it is not the one day affair for the towering personality like towering personality like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sukadev Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada. So Sukadev Goswami Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when during his stay 18 years, during his stay in 18 years in Jagannath Puri, so he was releasing. Every day he goes to Tota Gopinath, where the Gadadhar Pandit resides there. So every day there was a Gadadhar Pandit recites the Bhagavatam, particularly the 7th canto and Durga Maharaj 4th canto. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu repeatedly releasing this Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually who came to release the Radha Prema, the conjugal love, the highest lofty, the exchange of conjugal love between Radha and Krishna. But he himself released, every day he comes 2 to 3 hours at Tota Gopinath. He used to hear from Gadadhar Pandit, particularly the transcendental topics of Narsinga, Prahalad-Narashima Katha. Not only that, Sukadev Goswami, he has invested 10 topics from Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 7 to describe the Narsinga Prahalad narration. On the other hand, as compared to the lofty pastime Rasalila, was given only 5 chapters from 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Sukadev Goswami purposely is given the 10 because unless we come to the stage of imbibing the quality of Prahalad Maharaj, learning the lesson from the Narsimha Katha, we cannot have an entrance, we cannot have a visa to the highest conjugal love of Radha and Krishna. We cannot. Vishaya chadiya kabe suddho hobe mana, kobe hama herava sriri Vrindavana. Rupa Raghunatha pade hoibe akuti kabe hama bujhava jugala pirati. The conjugal love, the confidential love between Radha and Krishna is so lofty, we don't have entrance unless we purify by imbibing the quality of Prahalad Maharaj. So therefore it is a Mahajana Jaina Gathasa Pantha. Out of 12 Mahajan described in Bhagavatam, Prahalad Maharaj is the youngest Mahajan. Therefore, we should learn from this Narsimha Katha. Sukadev Goswami has invested 10 chapters to describe the narration, the pastime, the transcendental, auspicious, the very instructive lesson, so that we can get the benefit by understanding this. And our Prabhupada extensively lectured on the seventh canto Prahalad. Very, very extensively. Maximum time he lectured in Bhagavatam from seventh canto. Why? Because seventh canto is a tremendous relevant of this 21st century of corporate race. Has a tremendous relevant to this materialistic man. Because the entire human civilizations, modern civilization, particularly 21st century age of Kali, representing Hiranyakasipu. We collectively, individually representing the Hiranyakasipu. Therefore, this Katha is tremendously relevant. Prabhupada is very dear. This Canto 7 is very dear to Prabhupada. So we will discuss further. Before that, we will see beautiful verses in Bhagavatam also say that in these beautiful verses, Bhagavatam say that why this chapter is very, very important. Even Srimad Bhagavatam say that this chapter is very, very, very dear. In this beautiful verse, it is stated here. Sri Rishiruvacha Sadhu Prishtam Maharaja Hareshcharitam Adbhutam Yad Bhagavatam Hasmyan Bhagavat Bhakti Vardhanam Yate Paramam Punyam Rishivi Naradadivi Natva Krishnaya Munyaha Kathayascha Harer Katham. So before the starting of Srimad Bhagavatam, the great says Sukadev Goswami himself said, "My dear king, you have put before me an excellent question, discourses concerning the activities of the Lord, in which the glories of his devotee are also found, are extremely pleasing to the devotees. Such wonderful topics always counteract the misery of materialistic way of life." See, the narration of Narsimha Katha is not only about the God, but also his devotee, pure devotee Prahalad. Therefore, it is more important, releasing, very pleasing to the devotees. Such wonderful topics always counteract the miseries of materialistic way of life. Very nice point. Because everyone in this material world is materialistic. For them, it is the topics is very relevant. Therefore, great sages like Narada always speak upon Srimad Bhagavatam because it gives one facility to hear and chant about the wonderful activities of the Lord. The facilities to hear and chant the wonderful activity, Adbhuta Karmana. Lord activity is always Adbhuta Karmana. Therefore, it is said that Sinvantam, what is that verse 11:3:27? It is said that Sinvata Dhayanta Harer Adbhuta Karmana. Sinvantam Gayanti Harer Adbhuta Karmana. Adbhuta Karmana means wonderful activities of the Lord. Therefore, one should always remember and hear, and also glorify the activities of the Lord. Let me offer my respectful ovation to Srila Vyasadeva and then begin describing the topics concerning the activities of Lord Hari. So Lord, Lord Hari activities is very, very purifying, very lesson, full of instructive, so that if you follow the instruction, follow the characteristic of Prahalad Maharaj, imbibe the lesson from this Hari Katha, we will get pure. We hear and glorify. There is a beautiful verses by Rupa Goswami. It says that Tatreva Ganga Jamunascha Tatreva Ganga Jamunascha Godavari Tatra Saraswatischa Sarva Tirthani Basanti Tatra Jatra Achuttadara Katha Prasanga. Beautiful verses. The Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, and all the pilgrimage places stays where the Krishna Katha is narrated, where the topics about transcendental topics about the absolute Lord has been narrated. So it is very important for devotee to hear. Prabhupada says that those devotees who are not hearing, they are not advanced devotees. They are Dandavata class. He has given a particular tag to them. They are Dandavat class. They are not so advanced. So the narration of the Krishna Katha, Narsimha Katha, Hari Katha is very, very beneficial. Even Narsingadev himself say, himself spoken about this, Ye yatat kriyena mayam toya gitamidam naraha tvam cha mam cha smaranam kale karma bandhat pramuchyate. So, the Prahalad Maharaj says, Singadev is speaking now, one who always remembers your activity, then my activity also, and who chants the prayer you have offered becomes free in due course of time from the reaction of material activities. Karma bandhana, karma bandhat pramichyate. See how important, how gargantuan benefit, stupendous benefit of hearing Krishna Katha. So today we are going to learn what did we learn from this Narsimha Dev, Prahalad-Narashima narration from the celebration of Narsimha Chaturdashi, from this pastime of Lord Narsimha Dev. So there are two kind of people in this world. One is called Deva and Asura. It is stated in Padma Purana, also in Bhagavad Gita. So in Padma Purana it is stated that Daubhutta Sargo Lokosmin Daiva Asura Evacha. There are two kind of people. One is Daiva Devata and Asura. Who is Daiva? Vishnu Bhakta Smrita Daiva. Those who are Bhakta, Vishnu Bhakta, they are called Daiva Deva or demigods. Asura Tad Viparya. The Asura are thus opposite. There are two classes of men in the created world. One consists of demoniac and other of the godly. The devotee of Lord Vishnu are called godly. They are devotees. And where those who are just opposite are called demons. They do not surrender. They defy the existence of the God. They deny the existence of the God. They defy the supremacy of the Lord. They defile Lord. Therefore, they are called Asura, Tad Viparitya. They are not devotees of the Lord. What they say, what is their, they say that this world is not controlled by the Lord. Asatyam apratishtam te jagatahur anishwaram. They don't care. Narsingadev say, who is this Lord Vishnu? I don't care. He's hiding somewhere. If he's there, he's hiding to me. I don't care. I am the God. He did not submit to Vishnu. He denied his authority. He defies authority. He defile him that you were a cheater. You cheated and killed my brother. This is the demoniac qualities. They say that asatyam apratishtam sam anishwara. They say that world is unreal with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire, has no cause of other than lust. This is demoniac And entire 99.90 all the human modern civilization is same thing, demoniac mentality. God is dead, God is not necessary, there is no God. Why the topics is relevant? Because everyone is collectively, individually representing Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu is within us and without us, outside of us. Whole modern civilization representing. What is meaning of Hiranyakasipu? Hiranya means gold, money. Kasipu means soft bed. And everyone running after in this materialistic way, the grahastha, those who are so much attached to sense gratification, they were running after this money, gold, money, hustling, bustling to the office, enormous stressful life, exceedingly busy life. They want money. For what? Kasipu means for sex life, for sense gratification. Sex life is Adi Rasa, out of all sense gratification, is the king of all rasa. Bed, soft bed to have a nice sex. And also they want permanent life, prolonged lifestyle. They do not want to give up, they do not want to die, they want prolonged life. They want to find a solution, materialistic way, how to counteract. They're taking this medicine, that, this, that, how to prolong their lifestyle, lifespan, so that they can enjoy more and more until the last breath. Even they want to become immortal, they're trying. They're manufacturing so many things to prolong the life, duration of life. Just like Hiranyakasipu. He underwent so much austerity to become immortal. This is the mentality. And we have the same mentality within us. Hiranyakasipu is within us. We have lost anger, greed, jealous, enviousness. Just like Hiranyakasipu is lusty. Hiranya is after money and sex. Anger, he was angry, he is raising his eyebrow. All the demigods flee actually. He is so much angry. Greed. He wanted everything, whole world. He wanted to rule over the three world. Jealous. He is jealous of Vishnu, envious of Vishnu. An illusion that he is the God. Nobody is control, he is powerful. That all we are representing. Everybody has Hiranyakasipu within us. As long as we have Hiranyakasipu within us, we are going to be destroyed. Just like Hiranyakasipu was destroyed by Narasimhadev. We have to throw it out, our Hiranyakasipu. This is the quality of Hiranyakasipu. And everybody representing that quality. It is stated in this Bhagavad Gita also, that how a Hiranyakasipu mentality, demoniac mentality, they think. The demoniac person think that so much wealth I have today, I will gain more according to my schemes. So much time is mine now. It will increase in future more and more. Is my enemy, I have killed them. My other enemies will also be killed. I'm Lord of everything. I'm enjoyer, I'm perfect, powerful, and happy. I'm the richest man surrounded by the aristocratic relative. There is no one such powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifice, I shall give some charity, thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such person are deluded by ignorance. This is their mentality. This is my enemy, this is my this, I want more money, more the merrier, more and more, uncontrolled sense gratification. Uncontrolled sense gratification. This is their mentality. Aneka chitra vibrama mohojala samratta. Thus perplexed by various anxiety, bound by network of illusion, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment, fall down into it. So much sense, uncontrolled sense. So they forget about God, uncontrolled sense, they are after uncontrolled. They have no idea that the uncontrolled sense is nothing but falling into a dark well, deep dark well, where there is no water. Nobody will see you to even rescue you. That is stated by Prahalad Maharaj in these beautiful verses, when his father asked him, what did you learn from your teacher? When his father Hiranyakasipu He's asking Prahalad Maharaj, what did you learn? He is very nicely replied it. The Sadhumanya Asura Varya Dehinam. He addresses father as you are the great Asura, the Asura Varya. Sada Samudigna Diham Asadagrahat. Sada Samudigna. Because they are so much after the sense gratification, so much after the temporary material world, temporary household life, for the sake of sense gratification. So their anxiety, they are embarrassed, they are always anxiety. They are embarrassed by anxiety. Sada Samudigna means anxiety. They are intelligent. Here means intelligent is anxiety. Hitvatma patam griham andhakupam. They have fallen down into the dark, deep well. Andhakupam, there is no light. Nobody can see to rescue even. Vanam gatatadyad dharim asrayat. Prahalad Maharaj replied, O best of the Asura, the king of demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body, temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen in dark well, where there is no water but only suffering. One should give up this position and go to forest Bana. More clearly, one should go to Vrindavan, where only Krishna consciousness is prevalent. So thus take shelter of the Supreme Personality of God. So Prahalad Maharaj here deny. Prahalad Maharaj here explaining that the repercussion of this such a sense gratification, and explaining this how the result of such a person who has accepted this material world is a happy place. Dukkhalayama is a sukhalayama. So he is telling to his father, Father, don't stay here. Don't try to be, this is like a falling into dark well. The so-called opulences, so-called sense gratification. Very nice lesson from Prahalad Maharaj. So therefore, it is so they fallen down into the hell. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna say, because of this attached to sense enjoyment, they fallen down. They have no idea the sense enjoyment is very temporary. Also, it entangles everyone into its complexity. This is the quality of also demoniac quality of the people. So, so why they are like this? Because self-complacent, always impudent. They are very impudent, very proud, false pride. Proud that I am the God like Hiranyakashipu. Nobody can kill me. I am the master. I am the Vishnu. I am the supreme. Self-complacent, always impudent, and deluded by deluded by wealth, false prestige. They sometimes proudly perform sacrifice, name only without following any rules and regulations. So they are always deluded, and they are very envious of the Lord. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam cha samsritam mam atma paradeshesu paradiswanta abhyashukaha abhyasuyakaha. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lost anger, demons become envious of Supreme Personality of God. Hiranyakashipu's fault is that he is very envious of Vishnu. Very is a dead enemy. That you have killed the brother, I will take revenge. I am the Supreme. That's why he asked the benediction from Brahma to become immortal, so that he can kill Vishnu. Whole purpose of that. They are very envious of Supreme Lord, who is situated in their own bodies, in the bodies of others, blaspheme against the real religion. So Hiranyakasipu was, during his tenure, during his administration, the pious people were killed, impious people are promoted, glorified. Particularly the Brahmana, Go Brahmanas, because Go Brahmanas are very dear to the Lord. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagad. So Krishna is called Go Brahmana Deva. Brahmana Deva, Go Deva, Go Brahmana Deva. नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय जगदीता कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Kunti Devi is very nicely praying. So Namo Brahmana Deva, Krishna is Brahmana Deva, go Brahmana Hitacha, always thinking of, concerned about the welfare of the Brahmana and go. Brahmanas, they do sacrifice to please the Lord. Go, go, go. His cow is very, very dear to Krishna's planet is Go. His name is Gopala, Govinda. His planet name is Goloko. So he is very dear. And Hiranyakasipu was always torturing the cows, slaughterhouse, just like modern civilization. They have slaughterhouse, organized slaughterhouse, they kill the goats. Brahmanic culture, they were blaspheming the Brahmanas. Nobody cares for Brahmanas. So, the civilization of Brahmana and Go has been neglected and has been insulted, tortured in this is a Hiranyakasipu civilization. Therefore, we should learn the lesson that if we go with this Hiranyakasipu mentality, Hiranyakasipu culture, then what will happen? What is the repercussion? What is the result of this? Output of this mentality, demoniac mentality. What is the output? Krishna says that for those who are the follower of Hiranyakasipu, what I do? Tan aham dishtva khunnan samsaresu naradhaman kipami ajassam asubhan asuri eva jonisu. So very nicely Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 16:19 that those who are envious, mischievous, who are lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. I cast them into very demoniac species of life, perpetually. What will happen? Asurim jonim apanna mudha janmani janmani mam aprapaiva konteya tato janti adhamam gati. The repercussion is that attaining repeated birth among the species of demoniac life, such person can never approach me. Gradually they sink down to most abominable type of existence. That is the repercussion. If you go, if you follow the Hiranyakasipu mentality, just like modern civilization, just like everybody has got Hiranyakasipu within, if we pamper this, if we foster this, if we boost this, encourage this mentality, then our life is going to be hell, like a grasped materialistic life. We will be caused by the Lord to into a very abominable material existence where we got the demoniac species of life. So we should give up this mentality, Hiranyakasipu mentality. Otherwise, repercussion is very dangerous. The Supreme Lord Himself is telling. And He has proved that. Just like Hiranyakasipu, he came as a Narsingadev, ripped apart Tabakala Kamalabare, Nakha Adbhuta Sringam, Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanuvingam. Sila Tanka Nakhalae, his Nakha is like a Sila Tanka, his Nakha is like a chisel, and the heart of Hiranyakasipu is like a very what Sila means stone like this, and tear apart, ripped apart, killed within a minute. That is the repercussion. So therefore Krishna is advising, do not have these three qualities, very dangerous. The next verse Krishna says that Trividham narakeshyadham dwaram nashasyamatmanah kama krodhas tatha lobhas. Kama krodhas tatha lobhas. Tasmad etat trayam trajyat. Krishna says there are three gates leading into the hell. What is that? Lost. That is called Hiranyakasipu. Hiranya means gold, lost after the money and sex. Anger. Hiranyakasipu was representing of anger. He is very angry. Greed. Always greed. Wanted everything. Wanted Vaikuntha. So every sentiment should give up this up. Give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. It will degrade it. This is the representative representing the Hiranyakasipu mentality. Hiranyakasipu always after the lusting after the money, sex. So this is the mentality. So Krishna says that if we have this mentality, so what will happen? Just like Hiranyakasipu was devastated. Similarly, Krishna says in these beautiful verses from Bhagavatam. No one is dearer to Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But he gives inspiration those who have not forgotten him. He gives inspiration those who have not forgotten him, and destroy those who have. See, he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him and destroy those who have. It's a very important lesson. So, if we have this Hiranyakasipu mentality, then we will be destroyed by the Lord. Howsoever great demons we have, howsoever intelligent is like Hiranyakasipu is asking benediction, I cannot be killed by this, I cannot be killed by that, this, that, this, that, so many roundabout way, so many tricky way. He wanted to become immortal, he wanted to become more smarter, but nobody can be smarter than God. And nobody can escape the death. Nobody can escape the death. It is said that nobody in this world escaped it. In 325:41, it says that the terrible fear of death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself, for I am the Almighty Lord. Unless we take shelter of the Lord, there is no question. When Prahalad Maharaj was asked this things that any benediction, he told that no, my father was having everything. The beautiful verses is there in 7th canto. I forget what is this verse. He told my father has got everything, but you killed him immediately. What is this? Verses is from the some of the verse somewhere it is say that it is not this verse somewhere it say that that my father is having everything, but you within no minutes you have killed him. This is the envious nature. They deny the existence. God is dead. No, they know God like this. Hiranyakasipu, same thing. His son was God, Krishna consciousness, and he is now envious of God. And he did not spare his son. He tried to kill his son so many ways, but he was protected. Finally, he himself wanted to kill, administer the poison, but still he could not. He was very angry. Who is protecting you? The Lord is protecting you. Where is the Lord? He is everywhere. Then he is asking if everywhere, Sarvatra. It's very nice, very nicely he is asking this. Hiranyakasipu is asking to Prahalad Maharaj that you are telling that your Lord is better than me, and you are worshipping a Supreme Lord which is more better than me. Then you tell me where is your Lord? Kausajadis sarvatra kasmastambena dischate. You are telling everywhere why your Lord is not appearing in this stamba. So to prove that, to protect his devotees, whosoever surrender, so immediately he comes out and Narsingadev from this pillar. He could have come out everywhere. No particular pillar. He is there already. He is not manifested. But for his devotee, he manifested. No, I will come and protect his devotee. So that is the difference. The demons, they do not believe in God and they do not surrender to God. On the other hand, Prahalad Maharaj is representing a pure devotee. with a lot of imbibe, with endowed with lot of good quality. Therefore, Lord is appear to protect his devotees. Satyam vidhatum nijavurtya vasitam bhaktim cha bhutesu akhilesu chatmanaha drisya adrisyatyadbhutta rupam vimudhan stambhe vasayam namurgam stambhe savayam namurgam namanusam. So Lord has appeared to prove the statement of his Prahalad Maharaj devotee. Prahalad Maharaj says, yes, he is there, my Lord is there. So he has come to, 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 to rescue his devotees. So we should learn, when you defy the existence of the God, we are lost. We will be killed, decimated by Narsingadev, like Prahlad, like Hiranyakasipu. But when you surrender like Prahlad, then Lord himself is appearing. The incarnation exclusively to protect his devotee. Satyam vidhatum nijabhutya vasitam. To protect his devotee he comes. It's beautiful verses 7, 8, 17. To prove that statement of his servant Prahalad Maharaj was substantial, in other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within pillar of assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly. See, he appeared. Pratijanihi kuntiya nami bhakta pranasati. Because the bhakta is surrender. He surrender. He accepted the existence of the God, and Lord protects. On the other hand, the demons like Hiranyakasipu, they do not. So therefore, the Hiranyakasipu within us who denying the existence of the God, who defying the supremacy of the Lord, who is thinking, I am the controller, I can enjoy, I am the God, there is nobody else, I can do whatever I like. For them, their ahankara, out of false ego, they do not listen to God. Lord is speaking Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavatam, every scripture is spoken about the God. So they do not hear, they do not care, they neglect. They cannot be protected. They will be lost. It is stated in this beautiful verses. Balasyaneha pitanahu narsingha. This is a very instructive point. Has been described, has been explained by the, spoken by the Prahlad Maharaj, my dear Narsingadev was supreme, because of bodily conception of life, embodied soul neglected and not cared by you, cannot do anything for their betterment. Whatever remedy they accept, although perhaps temporarily beneficial, are certainly impermanent. For example, a father and mother cannot protect their child, a physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient, and a boat on the ocean cannot protect a drowning man. So, beautiful point. Without the mercy of the Lord, one cannot. Although temporarily, just like father, mother is so much taking care, concern about the child, but child gets sick then and there. A doctor is trying to relieve the suffering of patient, but patient is suffering, and boat is drowning in the ocean. Boat cannot, although boat is there, but it cannot, protect the drowning man. So in this way, unless we are being cared, we are being uh, attended by, we are being protected by the Lord, we cannot. So we have to take shelter of the protection of the Lord in order to save from this material existence. And we do not do that like Hiranyakasipu out of false ego. Then Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, we will be lost. Krishna says, Madachita sarvadurgani Mad Madachita sar Mad prasadyattarishyasi. These beautiful verses Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Madachita sarva durgani madaprasada tarishyasi athechatvam ahankaram na srosyasi Vinakhyasi. So Krishna says, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. Prahalad Maharaj was surrendering. He was being thrown from the cliff. He was being burnt. Holika, his aunt Holika, you know, they tried to burn Prahalad Maharaj, but Holika was burnt. Prahalad Maharaj came out safe. He was being thrown from the mountain. He was being thrown into the poisonous snake. So many ways. He was being trampled on this, elephant. But uh, despite all this structure, immense torment, but he was protected. And he never give up this faith on Lord. That is one out of the three important qualities. He has got one quality. Avasya Rakhibe Krishna. That is the surrendering process. Surrendering means Sarvadharman Parityaja means we must have a faith. Avasya Rakhibe Krishna. Krishna will definitely protect me. That unflinching faith must be there. So Prahalad Maharaj having that unflinching faith, no, God will definitely protect me. He never asked also. Neither he go to hospital or any precaution. He never asked Lord also, but he was completely praying the Lord, completely absorbed, thinking, remembering the Lord, and Lord protected him. That kind of confidence he has got. Avasya Rakhive. That is one of the quality one should. That is the process of surrendering. It is say that 2200, and there are six kind of surrendering process, and one of them is Avasya Rakhive Krishna. In Sisi Madhya, Rakhishyati Vishwasa, Rakhishyati Vishwasa, Rakhishyati Vishwasa. The conviction that Krishna will give protection. That is very important. Six division of surrender are the acceptance of those things favorable to devotional service, the rejection of unfavorable things, the conviction that Krishna will give protection, acceptance of the Lord as one guardian master, full self-surrender, humility. See, he has got all this quality, humility. Humility also is a part of surrender and is personified. Prahlad Maharaj is personified of humility. What he is saying to the Lord, See the very nice verses from this prayer from Prahlad Maharaj. He nicely say that, my Lord, I am born from the demoniac quality. I have no qualification, but somehow and other you have appeared for me. This is a beautiful verse. Prahlad Uvacha 798. Prahlad Maharaj prayed, how is it possible for me? We have been born in a family of asuras. Because his father is Asura. So he is telling, I am born from a family of Asura to offer suitable prayer to satisfy Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even until now, all the demigod headed by Lord Brahma, all saintly person could not satisfy the Lord by stream of excellent word. All the such person are very qualified, being in the mode of goodness. Then what is to be said to me? I am not at all qualified. See, although devotees are very nice purport, let's go to purport. A Vaishnava who is fully qualified to serve the Lord still thinks himself extremely low while offering prayer to the Lord. For example, Krishnadas Kaviraj Swami, Dasarab Chaitanya Charitamrita say, Jagai Madai hoite munise papista, Puri Sera Kita hoite munise lagista. Thus he considered himself unqualified, lower than the worms in a stool, more sinful than Jagai and Madai. A pure Vaishnava actually thinks himself in this way. Similarly, although Prahlad Maharaj was a pure, exalted Vaishnava, he thought himself most unqualified to offer prayers to Supreme Lord. Mahajana Jaina Gatasa Pantha. Every pure Vaishnava should think like this. One should not be falsely proud of his Vaishnava qualifications. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has therefore instructed us, Tannadapi Sunisena Taroropi Saisnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than a straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Unless one is meek and humble, to make progress in spiritual life very difficult. So this is the second good quality. First good quality is Rakishyati iti Krishna. Very Rakishyati iti Vishwasa. This complete surrender, dependent, Krishna will protect. Second point is he has so much humility. He is telling, I am from very low Asura family. Eh? How can I pray you? How can I please you? It's impossible. So how much, although he is exalted, for him Lord Nrsimhadev appeared, but he was so meek and humble. That is the way, that is the quality we should make progress in spiritual life. Then another lesson we should learn from this. This is also explained in one of the verses also. It is said that, oh my Lord, because I was born in a family full of hellish material quality of passion and ignorance, what is my position? What is to be said of your causeless mercy, which was never offered even to the Brahma, Lord Shiva, Goddess of Fortune, Lakshmi? You never put your lotus hand upon their hand, but you have put it upon mine. So when after killing Hiranyakasipu, the same hand who killed, who ripped apart Gajjantam Gajayantam Nijabuddha Sputayantam Hotoyantam Rupayantam Tapayantam Dividityam Kepantam Kipayantam Kanantam Rasayantam. This is the Sasatam Sambrantam Bharantam Vikyantam Munyantam Karanikarasate Divya Singha Naman Divya Singha. So this same hand where Lord killed this Hiranyakasipu, same hand is putting for blessings to Prahalad Maharaj. Therefore, Prahalad Maharaj is telling, I am not qualified, but somehow by your causeless mercy, you are putting your hand on me, on my head. Just like Vishnu has like this. First you surrender, then I give you blessings. When you surrender to me, your so-called big problem become knee-deep. Samashrita pada pallava plabam punya jasari mrari bhavavandu vacha padam param padam vipadam taitasa. So Lord is, you see, you can go to see the temple of particularly Perumal temple and all Balaji temple. They have like this. Krishna is like one hand is giving blessing, one hand is asking surrender. Sarva dharman parityada mam ekam saranam bhaja om tvam sarva papebhyo mukhyasami. Your big problem, Mount Meru problem becomes very, very knee deep. Simply to surrender unto me. In this way, you can cross the ocean of material nation. So here, see, so much humility is personified that even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi could not satisfy you. But somehow or another, although unqualified, because of your mercy, you have got a chance. You have given you have put your hand on my head. That is humility. Not that, oh, I've got the blessing, I'm great devotee, I'm pure devotee, I'm advanced devotee. Sarvadharman pariyate, sarvopadi vinirmuktam tat prasadena nirmalam. That is the, and third quality is that he is not just a Dandavata class. Oh, every neophytes are coming today, Nrsimhadev Ekadashi, pray everything, finish, next day, forget about Nrsimhadev. No, you should learn from this characteristic of this topics, how he is a preacher, our is preaching movement. Actually, Prahalad Maharaj representing, Prabhupada representing Prahalad Maharaj, like Prahalad Maharaj, Prabhupada underwent so much trouble, trials, tribulations, but he never gave up. He was firm faith in Lord. Rakhishyati iti Vishwasa. He has humility. He went by the freight to America, a cargo ship. With utmost humility, he was preaching. And what he did, he preaching like Prahalad Maharaj. Naiva dajya paradurataya vaitaranya tad virya gaena mahamritamagna chita. So chetata vimukha chetasa indriyartha maya sukam maram udbhata vimundhan. Naiva dajya paradurataya vaitaranya. This vaitaranya which is separating from material world to spiritual world. Naiva dajya. Prahalad Maharaj is telling that I am not afraid, I am not disturbed. Oh, best of great personality, I am not at all afraid of material existence. No, I am not afraid. I am not concerned how to cross this Baitarana river and go to spiritual existence. No. For wherever I stay, I don't mind. Wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in thought. Absorbed in thought. Tadavirya Gayana, always glorifying your activities, always absorbed in this, your transcendental activities. Our is no hearing, no transcendental activities. Neophytes, pakka neophytes, those who are not hearing. Pakka neophytes. Here Prahalad Maharaj telling, never mind. Just like Chitraketu is saying very nice verses. Lord Shiva is saying beautiful verses. What is this verses? 6, 7, 28. There's a beautiful verses, same verses. 6, 7, 28. नारायण परसर्व कुस्य नारायण परासर्वे ना कुशन बिभ्यति स्वर्गोपवर्ग नरकेषु अपि तुल्यता दर्शिना. Those who are devotees, they don't care where they are. They do not care about all the things, They do not care whether Swarga, Apavarga, Narakeshu, whether hell and heaven, because they are always in absorbing in the thought of the transcendental pastime, the glories of the name, form, entourage, paraphernalia, activities of the Lord. Janma karma gunanamcha tadarthesu akhila chestasa. Janma karma guna, the qualities, the appearance, the activities of the Lord, always absorbed. Tadavirya. So he is not afraid. Because I am absorbed in the thought of your glories and activity. My concern is only for the fools and rascals. This is for us who are thinking elaborate plans for material happiness, maintaining their family, society, country. I am simply concerned with love for them. See, this is called a preacher, Vaishnava Paropakari. He is not interested in his own liberations. But therefore he told, my Lord, I am not going to Vaikuntha with you. I am not interested to go with you to Vaikuntha. No. Because wherever I am, doesn't matter. Tadvirya, Magnachita. I am absorbed in the thought of your transcendental glories. So never mind, that is enough for me, wherever I am there. If I am absorbed in your thought, that is Vaikuntha. Tatra tishtami narada jatra gayanti madabhakta. Where is Vaikuntha? Wherever the devotees, they glorify the Lord, they narrated the activities of the Lord. That is Vaikuntha. So he is not concerned, he is concerned about the fools and rascals. They make an elaborate plan in this temporary world, with their family, society. Gokshetra sutatta vitair janasya moham aham mameti. They are planning my relatives, expanding their selfishness. They are planning after planning relatives, children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. In this way, they are planning to become happy in this temporary world. They have no idea they are being cheated by Maya. They are being entangled by Maya. They are preparing for another body. And they are undergoing repetition of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. They do not know that. Ignorance. So for them, I am interested. It is stated here there. Because of ignorance, these materialistic people, they do not know what is their self-interest. A beautiful verses 5, 16 by Rishabhadev. Loko Soyam, this is very nice verses. Due to ignorance, the materialistic person does not know anything about this real self-interest. The auspicious path in life is simply bound to material enjoyment by lusty desire, and all plans are made for this purpose, for temporary sense gratification. Such a person creates a society of envy. Due to this mentality, he plunges into the ocean of suffering. Such a foolish person does not know even about this. So the same thing Prahalad Maharaj telling the fools and rascals, they're making elaborate plan for material happiness and maintaining their families, society and country. They do not know their ignorance. I'm concerned about them. I want to preach them. I want to take them back. So therefore, this is very, very important subject matter. Therefore, our Krishna consciousness movement is representing the Prahalad Maharaj, not Hiranyakasipu, to educate the Hiranyakasipu. How to become happy, how to terminate this material existence. My dear Lord Narsingadev, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only in their own deliverance, not caring for the big cities and town. They go to Himalayas or the forest, meditate with vows and silence, Maunabharta. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, I do not wish to be liberated alone, leaving aside all these fools and rascals. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of a lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Without taking shelter of the Lord, one cannot be happy. That is the lesson. Take away lesson from this class. And it was spoken by the Prahalad Maharaj, very, very pretty much connected to this theme. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of a lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I used to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. That is the point. One cannot be happy without taking shelter of. Mama maya durataye, daivaye sa unamai, mama maya durataye, je mama prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Maya is difficult. Maya is problem. Maya is misery representing. Maya is temporary. Dukhalayam asaswatam. So you want to make the Dukhalayam to Sukhalayam, we have to surrender. So here it is said that nobody can be happy without Krishna consciousness. Krishna also say, Maya Sakta Manopartha Yogam Minjun Madasra. Bhagavad Gita, every chapter Krishna is telling, you surrender unto me. Otherwise we cannot. Manmana Bhava Mada Bhakta Madajaji Mam Namaskaru. Tasmat Sarvesu Kalesu Mam Anusmana Juddhacha. Bhunam Ante Ganavan Mam Prapandyante. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudallabha. Sarvadharman Pritad Mamekam Saranam Vada. Om Tum Sarva Pape Bhyamukhya. Bhagavad Gita, every chapter Krishna says, unless you surrender, you cannot. Mada Chita Sarvadrgani, Mada Prasadat Partarishtas. Here it is said that without taking shelter, nobody can be happy in this material world. There is no question of happiness. Those who are not connected to Krishna consciousness, they cannot be happy. Happiness only those who connected to. This is also stated by Bhagavad, stated in Bhagavad Gita 266. It is said that, very nice verses. नास्ति बुद्धि अजगत नास्ति बुद्धि अजुक्तस्य न च युक्तस्य भावना न च भवयंत शांतिर असंतास्य कुत सुखम. The beautiful verses. Those who is not transcendental consciousness can have neither control mind nor steadily intelligence, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? So, without Krishna consciousness, nobody can be happy. I used to bring them. This is the quality of this. He wanted to bring them. Karo paropakara. Vaishnava means always concerned about others' welfare. That is called sarve sukhinna bhavantu, sarve bhavantu na avayu, sarve bhadrani paschantu. So this is the thing. This is the quality. So we should imbibe the quality, three most important quality, always having a faith in Lord, completely dependent on the Lord, rakhishyati iti vishwasa. Second, we should be humility and also preaching with compassion. These three qualities we imbibe. And we should reject the Hiranyakasipu, denying the existence of the God, envious of the God, defying the supremacy of the Lord, defiling the Lord. These are the quality of Hiranyakasipu. We should discard, we should not, should discard this. These are the lesson, takeaway point for this narration of Narasimhadev pastime. Unless we know that, then we will be like a neophyte. It's a one-day affair, nothing. We will not release every day, day and day. We should imbibe the qualities of, wonderful qualities of Prahalad Maharaj. It is stated in that. This is very nice verses. It is stated in it's stated by Prahalad Maharaj himself. Narasimhadev himself. It's a very nice verse. One who always remembers your activity, my activity, also who chants the prayer you have offered, become free in due course of time from the reaction. So one should always remember these activities, take away lesson from this. Then we can be, our steadiness, our faith for the Lord will be manifold increase. If we have demoniac mentality like Hiranyakasipu, then it is said that, my dear Lord, Prahalad Maharaj is telling, people in general want to be elevated to the highest planetary system for a long duration of life, opulences, enjoyment. But I have seen all of this through the activity of my father. When my father was angry, he laughed sarcastically at demigod. They were immediately vanquished simply by seeing the movement of his eyebrow. Yet my father, who was so powerful, has now been vanquished by you within a moment. So unless you take shelter of the things, and people are trying to become immortal, happiness, there's no happiness without connection. They're trying to so many ways. They are going to heavenly planet, but there is no happiness. The beautiful verses 11, 3, 18, 19, 20. It is said that everybody wants to be happiness without God, But without God consciousness, Krishna consciousness, there is no question of happiness. Accepting the roles of male, female in human society, the conditions of united sexual relationships, they constantly make their material endeavor to eliminate unhappiness, unlimitedly increase their pleasure. But one should see that they inevitably achieve exactly opposite result. In other words, their happiness inevitably vanishes as they grow older. See, the so-called happiness they're trying without God consciousness, it will vanish within no time. And they are after money. This money also the source of distress. It is said that the money is the source of distress. Wealth is perpetual source of distress. It is most difficult to acquire. It is virtual death for the soul. Therefore, what satisfaction does one actually gain his wealth? And how one can genuinely get happiness from this? So all these things, money, wealth, and sense gratification, and going to heavenly planet, these are the things, as Prahalad Maharaj is telling, my father is champion of all these three things. He is champion, but immediately we killed him. One cannot find permanent happiness even on the heavenly planet, which one can attain in next life by ritualistic ceremony sacrifice. So Hiranyakasipu has conquered the heavenly planet. He has got lot of money, Hiranya, full of money, therefore and he is full of Kasipu, soft bed, sense gratification. All three things he has got. He is the champion of material, champion of all materialistic. But within no minute, Narsingadev came and killed him. So unless we take shelter of the Narsingadev, if we have a mentality of Hiranyakasipu, we will be decimated within no minute. No minute, with quick of Lord. Lord is so powerful. No minute we will be destroyed. Therefore, we should imbibe the quality of Prahalad Maharaj, surrender to the Lord, and with humility you should preach these glories of the Lord. Observe ourselves like Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Tadavirya, Tadamirya, Sada Magna Tadavirya, always Magna Chita Tadavirya, always I am absorbed in your thought. Also with compassion, preaching to others, concern about others. Soche tata vimukha chetasa, always thinking, concerned about the vimukha fools and rascal who has an elaborate plan to become happiness without understanding that there is no happiness. Whole Bhagavatam is telling there is no happiness. So we will end with a beautiful prayer to the Lord, which was in Canto 5:18-8. Om Namah Bhagavate Narsinghaya Namaste Avir Avirbhava Vajra Nakha Vajra Damstra Karmasamrandhaya Randhaya Tamam Gras Om Swaha Avayam Atmani Vuisto Om Sram. So this is the beautiful prayer. We will, with this prayer, we will end our session. I offer my respectful ovations unto the Lord Narsingadev, the source of all power. O my Lord, who possesses the nails and teeth just like thunderbolts, kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for furtive activity in this material world. Please appear in our heart and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in the material world. Very nice prayer. So we should pray the Lord, my Lord, please appear as you appear from the pillar. Sattam vidatam nijavurtavasitam stamba savayam namurgam manusam. As a half man, half lion, you have appeared from the column of the pillar, from the pillar. Similarly, you appear from the pillar of our heart. And what you do? Just like you reaped a tal. Tabakara kamala bare nakha adbhuta sringa dalita hiranyakasipu. You just like ripped apart the Hiranyakasipu. Similarly, you ripped apart all our anartha and shower mercy. Just you put your hand on the Prahalad head. Similarly, you also shower your mercy, so that we can also get out from this material existence and take shelter of your lotus feet, go back to Godhead. जय नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, गंधराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।